8th place. Unlucky. Hmm.
Don't
Hello?
worry. Hello. I could guess what happened when I saw your stream just completely black screen.
Yeah, you know, working on, hotspots is just not the greatest reliability.
Makes sense.
Yeah, you know, it is what it is though.
I don't play comp or what do you want
Mm,
to do?
You can check your phone all you want, I don't care. You can check your phone all you want, I don't care. Hmm? Settings have? Yeah, just don't turn it off. You've never had your hotspot to work? It's just like literally tapping a button, right? To what? What are you trying to connect it to? Well, it works right. It works fine right now. Just kind of, tapping a button. I love you. So this is your last year of high school, right, Bless?
No, first year of high school.
First year of high school.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
not the best year for me to fail.
you're fucking fine, dude. You're fine. I would, you're fine. I would just say if you get back on track and they allow summer classes, you will make up. Like if you take summer classes your next 3 years, like yeah, it's gonna suck, but you'll be right on track.
Well, I've already taken summer class basically the last 2 years because I kept on falling behind.
Well, if
COVID
you
just, I
take
was
3 more years of
grade 8.
summer classes, you'll be back on track again.
Yeah. Yeah, because since COVID, I've just been completely off track.
Makes sense.
I would, yeah, it probably doesn't help that I've been online school since.
Mm-hmm.
but I do prefer online school, so I can't really complain since it was my choice.
So I
Like
said,
every single.
not everyone likes online school. My girlfriend hated online school. I mean, she still probably hates online school because she prefers learning in class and having structure and all of this other things, to where you have to be here at this time or you're going to get marked on your grade or you're not going to learn the shit that you need to learn. Rather than, oh, the whole chapter is getting uploaded on Monday and you have an assignment due on Friday or Sunday of this chapter and it needs to be done by Sunday. Me
Yeah,
personally, I prefer the online just because I'm a night owl. I can do my work whenever. Like I mean, I plan on doing my, some schoolwork after I get done streaming at 5 or 6 o'clock at night after I've been streaming for 6 hours. Like this is just kind of my time that I get shit done. Like this is my time of I'm up, I'm working. Like you know.
yeah. The problem is I get so stressed out from even opening the website for school that I just even the website just stresses me out.
Okay.
Just because I see how far behind I am, and I don't have a problem with the schoolwork. Most of the schoolwork is easy. It's the projects they assign because you can tell that it was meant for an in-person school, and then even then some of the because so the teachers don't allow me to go ahead of the projects. So
Uh
if
huh.
I don't get a project done, I can't do anything in that class. And some of the projects just aren't really possible on a school. Like one of the projects for health, which I still think is a dumb class, teach me how to apply a tourniquet and do CPR. I don't need to know. Yes, it's important, but one of the projects was draw the 3 stages of the fetus in each trimester to scale.
Mm-hmm.
That makes no sense to me. How are you supposed to draw it to scale? The school
So
just does not. Sorry.
no, no, you can finish.
The school just doesn't really take into consideration that it's an online school and most of the stuff is not the same as in person.
Okay. So do you want tough love or do you want soft love? You want soft love? Is that what you said?
I know, tough.
Tough?
Because I already said it's my fault.
S- So yeah. So what I will tell you what my parents always tell me. Do you think your other classmates are failing right now?
Oh no,
No.
I
So
know they're not.
why do you think that is?
I think at first it was because of circumstances, and
Okay.
then I started catching up, and then like once I started catching up, more things came up, and
Uh-huh.
it just and then for a while like no more circumstances came up, but because of like the constant cycle of me trying to catch up, something happens, I have to maybe stop for a few days or just can't do anything for a few days,
Mm-hmm.
and then that break maybe my mind's just not I can't do the schoolwork for a day or two, just getting back into it, not in the right headspace because I don't want to getting it turned in late because this school doesn't grade it as 0 unless it's like past a very long time.
Uh-huh.
So it's better to turn it in late than get a 0.
Of course.
The problem with that is just because so many things have been coming up, I got so far behind. It was my fault just because I could have easily done caught up. I know that's true. I just kept on falling farther and farther behind, and when I probably could have.
Okay. So I will ask you this. Does gaming impair your work on school?
Um, I don't believe so.
Are you sure?
Yes, because I'm usually not at my computer when I'm doing the schoolwork. I do it on a completely separate laptop that's not nowhere close to my computer when I'm doing schoolwork.
That doesn't
And
mean gaming interferes your schoolwork, though. That's what I'm getting at, right?
Yeah.
So, for instance, gaming has been interfering my schoolwork for the last week or two because I've been in school for like the last 2 weeks on my semester. You want to know how many classes I've missed so far?
Mm.
4. Do you want to know how many classes that I've had in that singular class?
4.
5. Do you want to know how many classes I have to miss before I fail the class? 9. I'm already halfway through and the school semester just started. But because I've been gaming till 4 o'clock in the morning every, Monday, Wednesday, and staying up till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, I've been missing school on Tuesday and Thursdays. Right? So just because you're gaming, or for instance, because I'm gaming, I'm missing my schoolwork. But if I have a gaming habit, means I might not perform as well in school. For instance, you say you don't game on the same computer as you do your schoolwork, right? But if you're in such a hole and you're up right now, why are you not doing schoolwork? And I don't mean to say you should get off right now, but I'm just trying to get you to ask these questions, right? Because, for instance, if your general time of wake up is at 5 o'clock in the morning or whatnot, maybe the first thing you do is do 2 hours of school. And that might help you catch up, it might not. But, you know, you should be able to generate habits of what you do and how you do them, right? Not everyone's an 8 to 5 p.m. worker. I'm definitely not. I don't do my schoolwork at any of those times. Well, I'll start my schoolwork at around 3 p.m. and I'll do them till about 7. I give myself a 4-hour bracket between 3 to 7 and I'll do it whenever I get the time to. Whether that's me waking up at 2:40 and I start right at 3, or whether that's me waking up at 12 and I, do some bullshit and I start at 3. You know, but you have to find a cycle or a path to where you're able to do your schoolwork, whether that's doing the normal amount of schoolwork or catching up on schoolwork. If you need to catch up on schoolwork, maybe you wake up at 5 and start schoolwork till about 10. But if you're doing the normal amount of schoolwork, maybe you wake up at 6 and get done around 9. You know, there's things about this to where you're always able to do it. And if the teacher truly believes that the class is failing or the class is not being able to succeed in it, she will scale back or he will scale back. Because at the end of the day in high school, their job is based on whoever or the student succeeding. If the teacher teaches a class and they all fail, guess who looks bad? The teacher. If the teacher teaches a class and half of them fail, guess who looks bad still? The teacher. The teacher is not out to get you. They truly probably want to help you. But in reality, if only one or two of you are failing, they might not help you because they will look out for themselves because they have the majority of their class succeeding and that's all they need to show. They can chalk whoever up as the 2, 3 people who failed the class saying they didn't work, they didn't do their assignments, they failed the class. So I would just say is take a broader scope of things and be like, all right, am I gaming at a viable time? If so, then I should be caught up on my schoolwork. If not, then do I game tonight and realize that, all right, maybe I need to wake up an hour earlier to get my schoolwork done? Do I need to wake up 2 hours earlier to catch up on schoolwork? Do I need to do all sorts of things to get my schoolwork done first? Because in reality, in high school, I was a decent student. And I, of course, obviously fucked up. I fucked up quite hard that I wish I didn't because I would be making lot of money or a lot more money than I'm making right now if I wasn't. I would have 2 years of experience under my belt if I didn't fuck up. And 2 years of experience is probably worth like 20K in my field. I probably have lost 20K already a year. It pisses me off because in reality, the older you grow, the more pissed off at your old self you will become.
I'm not. I've already tried some of that, and it did not work the best for me. Just because I took like a week and a half, 2 week break from just being on my computer at all,
Uh-huh.
just not, and that somehow made it worse. I had like a lot of friends and parents. I have parents suggesting that to me too. I tried it. That did not work. I don't stick to a schedule, not because I don't try to, because it's not really enforced. Because my brother does in-person school, my dad's working and always on the call,
Uh-huh.
and my and then my mom is recently our dog. She might have cancer, so we're trying to find all that out. So so she is working off that,
Okay.
and I am not trustable to keep on a schedule by myself, just because I have a horrible memory, and when I try to
Understandable.
work for that long straight, I it's not that I don't understand what I'm like the work I'm doing. I just can't focus enough to actually get okay grades because I'm getting like tens or twenties on assignments when I have already learned the stuff and I already know everything about the assignment.
Okay. So, do you, I'll give you a little bit of what I do somewhat because I'm somewhat of the same way. Is I hate doing assignments. I think they're bullshit half the time, and I hate like just sitting down at my computer doing nothing else for like an hour or two, right? So